I told my brother this too because he's also doing wrestling. Your wrestling team is a squad that you guys go through so much, and it's different from like your football team.
Hey guys, this is Elijah Vargas from the Goal Soul Podcast. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Roshan, Mathew. I'm from Western Springs, Illinois. I wrestled in high school. I currently go to Southeastern, which is a college down in Florida. I'm a bio major and hoping to pursue optometry.
Heck yeah, bro. Dude, at my school, we have so many bio majors. Like, every other kid's a bio major.
My school's the exact same.
Yeah. We also have, we have one of the, I hear it's one of the best nursing schools. And, we're just a huge school for, bio and, becoming a doctor.
Yeah, same. All the kids that go to my school, they're just there for the program only.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because, I'm one of 2 or 3 kids I know that's a criminal justice major. But from what I hear, it's one of the best for criminal justice too. It's pretty good. So this episode's gonna be dropping around Christmas Eve. So what do you think? What are your plans for the holidays, basically?
As of now, I don't really know anything. My parents might make some last minute decisions and go up to some family member's house. We usually go to church and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, so I think because this episode's dropping that Sunday, which is the 24th, do you guys normally go on Christmas Eve?
Yeah, we go in the evening, and then we'll have so the way my church is set up, we'll have a Christmas mass at the morning and evening, and then after the mass we'll have food. We have Indian food typically, so we'll just have that, and it's just a big get together basically.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Dude, I tried Indian food. I went to Diwali at my school at Creighton because, dude, I did not know that we had, such a big Indian population.
Dude, yeah.
I see, a few a day, but not to be racist or none, but,
nah.
Dude, the food is so good. Oh, my gosh, bro.
It needs to be made right to be good.
Yeah. I think, because apparently we have a really good Indian restaurant that's nearby I didn't know about, and that was my first time trying it. And dude, that food is good, bro.
Yeah. What do you get? Do you usually
get some rice, some chicken. They got some pork thing. I don't know what it is.
Pork,
but,
I got you.
And then this thing that's kind of looks like a little potato. But it's
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a.
I'm not good with the names, but.
Like a cakey kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a donut almost.
Oh, what I
think that I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
But, dude, it was good.
It's
onion
really and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I ate that shit up, bro. So continuing on with Christmas stuff, what do you think is your favorite Christmas memory?
My favorite Christmas memory, honestly, it was so long ago. We booked a flight to New York, and we were on the flight. It kept getting delayed, and we took Spirit. And after that, my parents were like, "We're not flying Spirit ever again." So we were waiting, and they finally let us on the plane. And they kept delaying it. We were sitting on the plane for an hour at least. And then they're like, "Oh, your flight's canceled." So my parents were all pissed, why you let us get on the plane if it's canceled? So we were waiting a long line to get a refund. And then my parents were they asked me the next day, they're like, "Do you want to go to New York or do you want to go to Wisconsin Dells?" I'm like, I love Wisconsin Dells water park, but my cousins are in New York. So I was like, let's go to New York. I was like, how are we going to go? We're going to go on a road trip. So I guess we just packed up everything like that. We drove to New York, and it was so bad. It was so snowy. I remember waking up, going to the bathroom in Pittsburgh, and it was a blizzard. I had slides on at the time because I was in the car the whole time. So I step out, I go in, and it snows all the way up to my shin, and it was crazy. But yeah, and then we had all family there. We had a Secret Santa. I got a PS2 thinking it was brand new, but it was my cousin's old one. So that was pretty nice. It was a good time with family and stuff.
So that was a long time ago. Okay.
So long ago.
Dude, I can't imagine going out in shin high snow in slides, bro.
I was in slides.
Getting your socks soaking wet and all that, dude. Yeah, that's the worst feeling.
It was crazy. You could even see 3 feet above you. My dad was driving. I don't know how he was doing, but he was going slow. It was terrible snow.
Yeah. Bro, I swear, dads just in general, when it comes to driving, they're
Dude, they're locked in. They're just
it's crazy.
Nobody disturbed them. My dad always
that
puts
road trip shit, dude, pulling it off in one go.
Yeah. My dad, every time he goes to New York, he'll put it off in one go.
Yeah.
Like he'll put movies on his little phone holder and he'll just watch movies and just drive.
Yeah. I don't know how they're able to do that. My friend Max, he'll be getting on soon. He drove the whole way back from Nebraska to Aurora where he lives, and bro, we did one stop and it was like nearly about 7 hours, maybe 6.5. But like even that's a lot for me. Like I don't know if I could do that. I'd probably fall asleep. I think the best part, if you don't want to fall asleep, is just having somebody next to you to talk to the whole ride. Yeah. Because me and him, we just kept talking and none of us fell asleep.
I will say though, as like a passenger, it's like in the back seat. I'm always in the back seat majority of the time. It's so boring. Yeah. Like I hate road trips still, like in general, because I just hate being all cramped up. But I've noticed because I've driven a couple of road trips with my dad, it's way better as a driver. Like it goes by way quicker. But like I get bored because I can't play my music because my music swears and stuff.
Yeah.
So my parents don't like that. They're like, oh, that's not good music for you. So they'll play their like Indian music. They'll play their movie. So I just entertain myself because when they're locked in their movie, I just like swerve in and out of lanes. I just speed up. It's so fun.
Yeah. For me, especially like when I'm sitting in the backseat, like you said, I'll normally like pull an all-nighter the day before, and then I'm out the whole ride.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
That's what I sometimes do, and then on top of that, normally I'll download like a few movies to watch on like Netflix, and I'll just watch like a season of a show.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with me and my brother, but like as soon as we get in the car, it's like we're not lights out. Like even my dad said when we were kids, as soon as we get in the car, it's lights out.
Yeah.
Like there was one time we were coming back from Delaware because we picked up our cousins. And it was like a 13-hour trip, and I swear I slept like 10 out of the 13 hours. Like my dad was like, "Is this kid awake? Like wake him up!" Like he was pissed at me for sleeping.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. I don't know how I did that.
I was like that because a lot of this summer, technically like last summer, I was working off like 3-4 hours of sleep.
Oh yeah.
And I'd make the drive to work, but there was a period of time where I had to, I was working with this one guy, Rick, right? And he did HVAC. And part of his job would be like driving from school to like the park or to the school district building, to like the administration building, and then going back to like another school and another school. Dude, I'd fall asleep in between like that 2-minute drive or that 3-minute, 5-minute.
Was that awkward for the guy?
Yeah, I feel like it would be, because like we'd pull up to the school and he'd be like, "Wake up, we're here." Like it would be like a 5-minute
quick
drive.
2-minute energizer nap.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it'd be crazy. I remember, and I'd be sitting there trying to edit like clips for my podcast, and I'd be like falling asleep, messing things up. I'm just happy that all those clips came out fine, bro. Yeah, that was crazy. I want to move into like your background, which. Kind of funny because
we have,
for those that don't know, me and him were best friends.
We go way
back. Preschool, kindergarten.
Yeah, since like daycare, bro.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
And then he moved out like in right before middle school.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay.
As I'm
so
going
yeah,
to.
I know I probably know a good amount. But for those that don't know, I want to ask like where did you grow up? And like what schools did you go to like as you grew up?
So I grew up in Bartlett basically my whole life. I used to live in Addison, but I don't really count that as like a home because as soon as I was born, my parents had already bought this house, so we moved in here. I went to Centennial, that school. There's a lot of memories in that school.
Yeah, dude.
I heard that school's way better now. Like when we were going there, it was not that good of a school. Like it was like the ratings were going down, but now like the ratings are up. I was actually excited to go to, what's it called? Eastview?
Yeah.
Because it was 7th and 8th. But when I moved, it was harder for me because everyone already had a foundation of friends. Because that school, it started middle school at 5th grade.
Yeah.
So everybody already had friends. So, I mean, luckily I made friends pretty quick. but it was pretty nice. And then I went to Lyons Township High School. That school, I mean, it's not bad. It's pretty good. I had pretty good memories there. And yeah, I'm at college now, which is kind of crazy. Finished for one semester already.
You jumped around, bro.
Yeah.
Bartlett to Western Springs, then all the way to Florida's.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've been around.
Yeah. So I want to ask, like, what sort of hobbies did you have growing up? I know, like, when we were little, we played, like, a lot of 2K, lots of basketball.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember before school, we'd always carpool.
Yeah.
And just play video games. But yeah, honestly, it was just probably just sports. Like, I remember over the summer, every day we would go to each other's house, play basketball. Or some one-on-ones or horse or anything. But yeah, probably just basketball, just video games too, growing up.
Yeah, lots of it, bro.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things for us was being able to beat our dads. Because both of our dads were like...
Your dad was tough at 2K, and I always thought that was the biggest accomplishment, beating him.
Yeah. That was crazy. Yeah, I remember like saying, "Dude, you can't beat my dad. What are you talking about? You can't beat my dad."
I don't know how.
I think I could beat him.
That was crazy.
I think you did beat him once,
I
right?
beat him once,
It's the biggest accomplishment. Okay. So, who do you think was like your favorite teacher growing up?
My favorite teacher?
Yeah.
I'll do it in grade level. So, elementary school, it was definitely Mr. Moreland. Mr. Moreland was the GOAT, bro. He was so chill. Dude, we would have recess every day. It was so nice.
What do you think was like your favorite thing about Mr. Moreland?
Just how chill he was. Like, he didn't really like care that much. Like, obviously he cared, but like he'd join us in like kickball. Like, I remember going against him. We would always be terrified because he would bomb the ball.
Yeah.
So far.
It was crazy. And like, I think he was one of the few teachers that, I'm not gonna say that like every history teacher is bad, but like, he made history class fun, bro. He didn't have a history class, but like when he taught history, it wasn't boring.
Yeah, we would watch like movies and stuff like that. Like, I remember one time, honestly, the memory I would never forget is when we read To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh yeah,
dude, this dude was banging on the door. He would scream the N-word. He like, boom, and I was like, yo, what the heck? Like, relax. Like, that's the one memory I'll never forget.
Yeah, he's like, guys, brace yourselves. I'm gonna say a bad word. Don't ever repeat this. And then he says it. We're like, wow.
Dude, like I thought it was gonna be like not even that bad of a word. Like, not even a slur or anything. But he bangs on the door.
Yeah.
Says it. I was like, whoa.
That's like, dude. That's like all those TikToks that talk about that book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
remember
talking
that.
about?
Yeah.
That's just crazy, but
probably going into middle school, I think my favorite teacher is definitely Miss Funk. Like, she was super chill. She was funny. Like, I gave her a gift, and like, she has this like terrible fear of like, when you give someone a gift, she thinks that we'll come back and ask if they still have it. Cause I think one of her students did that, and she didn't have the gift, so she keeps all of her gifts. Like, my brother had her. She also loved her. She was super chill. High school, dude, honestly, it was between two. It was between Mr. Vertis. I just liked him because I don't know why, but I liked his class. Like, he was such a chill teacher. Like, I think I would ask for like answers for the test, low key, and he would give me it. But I caught on that late because I remember like all of my classmates, they would raise their hands for the test. I was like, there's no way this is this hard. Like, I think it's pretty easy. So I was like, I might just ask him how to do it. And he would like basically solve it like 90% of the way. And then I'd be like, it's like the rest, like, I already know what to do. So I finished with like a 98 in his class. And I was like, it was an algebra teacher. So I was like, damn, I got a 98 in algebra.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then another teacher that's really close is Mr. Stormont. I think everybody who goes to LT and had Mr. Stormont loves him. Like, he's super chill. Like, he was super funny too. Like, I remember the story we graduated. He told us a story when we like on the last day of school, and it was something about like not giving up. And he used to be like, he dropped out of college, so he didn't know what to do. So he would take care of this kid with like, he was autistic or he had Down syndrome, and he was nonverbal too. And so to like make him have fun, he would like shred papers, and then he went on a walk, and I guess he was so pissed off at Mr. Storm. We call him Storm. He said "fuck off" as his first words ever, and he's like, he called his boss. He's like, I don't know if I should tell his parents. His boss is like, no, definitely do not tell his parents. Like, don't ever tell his parents. And I thought that was pretty funny.
It's crazy, bro. For me in high school, dude, I got 3 probably. I got Mr. Bez, or everybody just calls him Bez, just because, bro, he was like the funniest, no filter teacher. Like he'll straight up make fun of you and like do all this shit, but at the same time you're learning because like it's a psychology class and all the material is actually interesting. And he makes it that way. He makes it really interesting because he'll pull up like videos and stuff of like people with different like mental disorders and stuff, and it's really interesting. I think my other teacher would probably be Mr. Davis, English. Bro, he was freaking like he was like everything you'd want in a teacher. He's kind of like Mr. Moreland in a sense, where he made his class interesting. He was funny. Yeah. And yeah, like I just genuinely didn't hate his class. You walk into his room, he's got like movie posters all over the walls.
Oh yeah.
And then I think my third one would be, actually I won't say third because that sounds like she's the worst, but she's probably one of my favorites. She's probably like up there. Shiada, dude, Shiada was like, I don't know how to explain why I like her so much, but like, I think when I was just like in her class, it was kind of like this teacher-student thing where, like, we just got along and she kind of like built off of me and like we just start laughing and shit.
Really? That's
it
crazy.
was really weird. I don't know how to explain it because like I just mess around and like I wouldn't get in trouble just because like she would mess around too. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
I remember at base.
Dude, yeah.
None of the teachers liked us.
Shout out base, bro. Shout out base. Dude.
None of the teachers liked us. They were always against us. Yeah. All the kids there hated us. They were always against us. I don't know why.
Base was like the before school program, or no, after school program at.
It's just basically like
Centennial.
a daycare, yeah.
Just it's like a daycare but at school. And yeah, me and him, and then Isaac. Isaac was on in a previous episode, but yeah, dude, like
those were some good times. We would annoy wasn't it, Katrina?
Yeah.
We would annoy her so much
all the time. You'd mess around.
Like every teacher hated us. It was so bad.
Yeah. Okay, so moving out of that, how do you think like you were talking about hobbies like a little bit ago, but how do you think your hobbies have changed? Like moving into high school and then let's say
honestly going to high school, I mean I still like video games, but like I can never play video games for that long. Like I would play 2 or 3 hours and I get bored. And then Fortnite came along and it was that was like, whoa, I could play the game for hours and not get bored. Like I would be on that game for at least damn near half the day. It was bad. And then as I've evolved, I got into like weightlifting. And so I liked weightlifting a lot. Like during my prime, I would go every day. I would be on creatine, and then my parents caught me with that because they didn't think that was good. But yeah, that prime, bro, my PRs went up at least 30 pounds for all of them. It was crazy.
Do you pay attention to like the fitness world? Who do you think is like your
dude?
Who do you like right now?
The dude who I really like right now is Sam Sulek.
Yeah,
like, bro. Dude, his videos are so calming. It's just so nice. He just talks to you like you're a regular person.
Yeah, I like that too. We were talking about him last podcast, but bro, dude, he's so huge.
Yeah, and like he was a swimmer too, which is crazy.
He's a diver, bro.
Which is crazy how he got that big.
It feels like you're talking, or you're not talking, but like. When you watch his videos, it's like he's someone you know.
Yeah, like he just talks to you like you're a gym buddy or something.
Yeah.
I also like the Trend Twins. I don't know if
you heard that. Dude, yeah,
they're so funny, bro. I love the Trend Twins.
The Trend Twins are awesome, bro. I like Alex Eubank hot take. I mean, not hot take, but like.
I mean, I don't really like those sort of people because I feel like I'm just watching like.
It feels kind of fake.
Like, it feels like I'm watching like a makeup YouTuber in the sense that like he's always just showing himself off. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I get it. You have a good physique, but it's like it's just weird. I don't know.
No, that's what I like. I like his physique.
Yeah, his physique is pretty nice.
I think
yeah,
his physique's
crazy.
Him and like I'd say. I don't know what to think about like what's his name, Greg Doucette. I feel like, dude, do you think he's on juice or something, on gear?
I honestly don't know who that you're talking about.
Oh, he's the one that always he like comments on like different people, like if they're on.
Oh, if you're on juice, yeah.
But yeah, I just look at his face and I'm like, that guy's probably on something.
Yeah.
He just looks like he's.
It's honestly crazy how like I feel like half the like fitness industry is always on juice. Like it just isn't like it makes me respect them less in the sense that like you worked hard, but like you also cheated your way into getting your physique.
Yeah, I can see that. I also think like it takes a lot of hard work to get there, even with like steroids or whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
But I don't know, because part of me is on their side, and I'm like, okay, at least they're not athletes and they're not competing and saying that like like I attained this naturally and like are taking advantage of people that aren't.
I mean, I don't blame them.
And then there's the other side where I'm like, oh shoot, like these people are actually on the internet doing exactly what I just said, except it's towards like the public.
Yeah.
Where maybe they're inspiring people, but those people don't know that they're on gear or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them because, like, I think physique is just 100% genetics. So some people might just get fucked over with genetics, so they might not like it. So I mean, I get why they hop on the juice and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's for some people though, I think. So talking back about like high school. At what point, because we're talking about like lifting and stuff, I know, like at what point did you decide that you wanted to start wrestling?
Honestly, I wanted to wrestle my freshman year because my cousin wrestled, and me and my cousin went to, my cousin, but I'll get into that later if we talk about it, but he wrestled, and he was always talking about how, like, the memory, like, he was telling me all these different stories and stuff, like, he was telling me one time, like, he ate a whole Chipotle burrito before he wrestled. And he was telling me, like, he kept repeating, he's like, whenever you join wrestling, do not eat before your thing. Because I remember he told me he'd throw right after. Like, he was feeling nauseous thing. But, like, I joined, and I was like, dude, the first week was so tough. Like, it was just sprints. Because, like, the coaches were just showing us, like, how it is. Because I don't know about your school, but for our school, the first week of every year, it's always packed with freshmen, and there's never enough room. And then after that first week, at least half of them quit. Yeah. So then that's like your actual people. And it's just like, I told my brother this too, because he's also doing wrestling, but it's like, your wrestling team is like a squad that like, you guys go through so much. And it's like, it's just different from like, I would say like, I don't know, like your football team. Because your wrestling team, you guys do everything together. Like, you're cheering on there. We're one boy to do good. You always pushing each other. It's crazy.
That's facts. I want to make a clip of that if I remember. That's so true, dude. Like, I remember the first day, my very first wrestling practice, freshman year, looking around and seeing like all my friends and being like, oh shoot, he's gonna wrestle this year. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. And then like after the next week, you see like maybe one of your friends is gone, and you're like, oh shoot, where'd he go? Yeah. And you see him later at school, he's like, oh, I quit. I thought it was too hard. And then the next week it's another kid, and then the next week it's another kid. And then suddenly you're on a team with like 10 freshmen. Yeah. I was on a team with like 10 freshmen. I know other schools had more, but like it thins out so fast.
Yeah, it thins out. And that's when you know, like, those are like the people who are here to stay for the next 4 years. Like, my senior class, we had a pretty big senior. We had at least like 20 kids. It was massive. Like, I remember when I was a freshman and going up, I remember seeing like the senior classes at that my freshman year time. It was like at least like five to 10 kids.
Yeah.
So it was pretty nice knowing that like we had like a steady like 20 plus group of people of seniors who stuck it out, and it was nice.
That's crazy. For us, I think we had Kyvan, Ryan, and me. I think we might have been like the only 3 that stuck it all the way through. Because I know a few guys that quit. Everybody else like joined maybe junior year.
Yeah, I mean,
and then went all the way, and then shout out Zan and Farhan, who joined senior year and made it to varsity. They were on
that's crazy.
Zan was on a previous episode, but he has a background in jiu-jitsu.
Oh,
so he came on and
yeah.
he was like, he went against like this Ukrainian like kid, like freestyle champion or something.
Oh yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
But everyone was expecting him to like get annihilated. Bro made it like, I think he made it 3 rounds with that guy.
Yeah, that like going off your story, my friend Juju or Julian, I remember one time my junior year, it was his first time ever on varsity, and he wrestled 195 varsity.
Oh shoot!
And the dude our 195 is so good. Like he missed out on state because he basically wrestled the whole his whole senior year with like, I know he had one torn meniscus, but I don't know if it was on both.
Oh.
So his knees just messed him up, I heard.
Shoot.
But his first varsity match, he had to go against, I think it was Glenbard West. Glenbard West is always tough because their football, there's just half the team is football. And their 195 was the number 1 ranked 195.
Oh, I know that guy, yeah.
Yeah, so
I just like the blonde.
Like, he had like blonde, like
bleach blonde.
Yeah. And I didn't like the way he wrestled because he was just too cocky about it. Like he was just, like you can tell it was just my boy's first time, but he was too cocky about it. I was like, all right, what was that? Like, at least have good sportsmanship.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's tough.
But yeah, but senior year, I think the dude got injured. I think 82, and he had a pretty good. He made all conference. He made it past regionals. I think he like really well for like not ever be like I don't know if he wrestled beforehand, but he was also a freshman wrestler, and he just stuck it out. And he would always like go crazy during the practices.
Yeah, that's pretty valid. That's like my friend Yuba. He joined like. He joined his junior year. Was it his junior? Yeah, because sophomore year was COVID, right? Mm-hmm. So he joined his junior year, and he was all like, "Oh shoot, I don't want to be like the only junior on like JV." Or he was talking about like later. I think he said he doesn't want to be like the only senior on JV or something, right? And eventually, dude, I think it was still junior year. He was like, "Oh shit, I'm on varsity," because we didn't have a 126.
Oh.
And it was supposed to be Alex, but Alex had like a shoulder injury.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, he was on varsity like right off the bat, and then he was varsity senior year too. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he was. Shit was crazy. I guess it's luck of the draw, but he was also really, really good too.
Yeah.
So, what do you think you enjoyed like the most of like high school, whether it's like wrestling or anything else?
Honestly, it's just the memories that you make. Like each year, you just make unforgettable memories. Like freshman year, it goes to like that's when you like really start making friends because you have all these classes with people. I know for us, we only had one semester of freshman year, so I had like my freshman year classes were so fun, especially my Spanish class because we had sophomores in it, and we just had so much fun of that. But then sophomore year, I couldn't go out because of COVID and stuff. Then junior year, that was also fun because that was like the whole mask pandemic where you go to school to mask.
Yeah.
And dude, my school was so bad with AC. It was so hot over the summers.
Oh, you can't.
So I put my mask like under my nose, and then as soon as I do it, the teacher like, put your mask above. I'm like, bro, it's so hot.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. And then senior year, it's just graduating with all the boys that you came up with. It's honestly crazy, the accomplishments that we came up with.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Dude, graduation, I don't know, bro. Like, I remember, like, leading up to it, everyone being like, "Are you looking forward to? Are you excited?"
Dude, yeah, I was so excited to leave.
Yeah.
And then as I graduated, like the day after I graduated, I was like, damn, like that's crazy. Like we're all like gonna go in our own ways. Like,
Yeah.
like who knows if we'll be friends in the future?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But like I'm like I saw this like TikTok and it was like it just made me emotional. Like I low-key kind of teared up because it's like, damn, that's so true. I screenshotted it somewhere in my camera roll, but it was like that's so real. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Isn't it? I feel like it's crazy that like you see extremely popular TikToks, and they're just like kids our age.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's kind of wild because it can be like perfectly for our situation that we're in, and then you see something like, oh, when you're graduating, you're not going to see your boys or whatever.
Exactly.
Just like what you said, and yeah, it's like perfect for our situation.
It's crazy. Honestly, TikTok is so crazy. Like the amount of stuff you can relate to. Like before TikTok, you never relate to any of that. Like you would have to go in your own way. But now like you can like things that like I really relate to that. Like that's actually sick.
I think that's crazy. Yeah. Have you heard of Lil Mabu?
Yeah,
we were talking about him last podcast because bro is our age.
Yeah, I think that's he's like super smart.
Yeah, he is.
Like he went to like one of the most prestigious high schools. Ever, and he graduated with like a high GPA.
Yeah.
And you would never expect him to do that while rapping, making all this stuff.
Yeah, he's making like drill music.
Yeah, it's crazy. He I saw a video of him like he made his like booth is like a couple curtains underneath his bed. Yeah. Like it's crazy.
That sounds like something I would do with my podcast, bro. That's crazy, but like, I remember his song blew up. Which one was it?
He had
I think it was the one with Roshan Rock, right?
That was so weird.
That one was wild.
That one was crazy.
That one's out of pocket too. But I think I remember him like having it playing on his laptop while he's in like a lecture hall.
Yeah.
And he's like, these kids don't know that I'm in this.
Exactly, like it's crazy.
I think it's freaking wild that he's our age. That just means that like, we're all capable of becoming.
It's honestly crazy to me. Like before, like how our like generations evolve. Like I remember before, like my parents, you would see nobody with money our age. Like nobody. But now you see like high schoolers who like blow up on like YouTube and TikTok who have Lambos, mansions. They're in LA making money moves. Like they're millionaires by the age of 18. Like it's so crazy how fast you can make money nowadays.
Yeah, it's like what's her name? The one that like who faked their
Lil Tay.
Lil Tay.
Dude,
like Lil Tay, bro.
Yeah.
How did she blow? I don't know how she blew up.
She was just making.
She got rich real quick too.
Yeah, I think her videos were just basically like, oh, you guys can never be as rich as me. Y'all broke. You can never just. It'll be her just stomping on a Rolls Royce, just throwing money around.
Man, dude, it's gotta piss a lot of people off.
Yeah, I was like, bro, all right. Like,
I feel like her and then like Justin Bieber.
Dude, yeah.
I remember first grade there was this girl.
I used to hate Justin Bieber growing up, but like, now that girl, I was like, damn, why did I hate him? Like. His shit is good music.
Yeah, he's pretty.
It's not bad music. Like throwbacks, like when you're just on the highway late night, those throwbacks just hit different.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. And like even the fact, I think I respect him more, because I think he was maybe a little younger than us when he blew up.
Yeah, he was also hated on so much.
Yeah, I don't know. He went through a lot of hate. That's gotta be tough.
Yeah, it's at that young of an age. That's also another thing with like these kids growing up. Like they're always preaching. Like I never understood that. Like you guys have the world's easiest job. Like I don't know why you guys are taking breaks because of your mental health. All you have to record one video a day at most. That'll blow up. You'll make millions and that's it. But like I kind of like growing up, I realized like you get thousands of hate comments that like play a role in your life.
Yeah, I think that's hard, bro.
Yeah.
Because even I get like some of my clips, will get like a nasty comment.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say like, because usually it's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
The YouTube Shorts comment section is brutal.
Yeah.
Like nowhere else it's brutal.
I mean,
Instagram, it's normally fine.
I mean,
TikTok, it's decent, but YouTube, it's brutal. I don't know why it's YouTube. But
they're just giving you views too.
Yeah, that's what I feel like, because I never respond to comments, but if I do, that's normally what I think I'm going to say. Something like that.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, you can talk shit, but like...
Thanks for the view, man.
Thanks for the view.
You're making me blow up.
As long as I ended up in your algorithm, man, I'm fine. Yeah. Did anyone from your high school end up going to the same university as you?
Nah, I was the only one. I know a couple of kids from Barley went, like Shale and Tej.
Oh shoot, you know them?
Yeah, I see them all the time down there.
Crazy.
Yeah, but like I was thinking like, man, if I went to Barley,
you
like,
rock with them?
I mean, we don't have necessarily the same friend group, I would say, but like, I know my boys are in the frat, and he's in the frat that they rushed. So I see him. It's kind of crazy how like often I see them, but like when I see them, I'll say like what's up and all that. Like, I remember like we had this like accepted students like dinner, and I saw them there. I was like, yo, do you know Elijah? Like, I used to live in Barley. Do you know this kid named Elijah? She's like, oh yeah, we know him.
Yeah.
So it's crazy like how that works.
Yeah. I think. Okay, this is gonna sound weird. This is just the start of the story. Shale used to have the locker next to me.
Oh yeah.
In the locker room.
For gym?
Like, yeah, like gym. So like I'd see him like every day, and like we'll just be changing. I'm like, yo, what's up, Shale? And, like,
that's nice.
Leave. But yeah, I'd see him talking to like Farhan and like I said like Zan, and yeah, they'd be friends at like lunch, and I'd go talk to them occasionally. And then, you know, Tej, I met him in, like, middle school, I think. Yeah, it must have been middle school. But, yeah, I've always been cool with Tej. I like Tej. He's really nice.
I mean, they're all pretty, both of them are pretty chill.
Yeah. I think they are, yeah. So, what made you choose Nova Southeastern University?
Honestly, so one of my criteria for college was, like, obviously the non-communal bathrooms. I couldn't stay in communal bathrooms because it's, like... The idea of, like, if I wake up in the morning and I need to use a bathroom, I'm not trying to walk a hallway to go take a piss. Because I'm not going to be tired by the time I get back. And I also wanted to go as far as possible for my parents. Like, I didn't mind if it was driving. I just wanted to go far. But then I kind of regret that now because in Florida, I got really homesick at one point. Like, I was like, damn, I want to go home. Because my roommate, he lives in St. Charles.
Oh, shoot.
He went home a couple times. I was like, damn, I kind of wish I can go home. Just like, I just need to go home, just like reset. I just need this reset. All right, now I'm good to go. I'll go back. But yeah, I don't know. Wait, what was the question? Yeah, I completely forgot.
It was just like, why did you choose that?
Oh yeah. So me going up to optometry, there's like little to no schools with an optometry program.
Oh, okay.
And so there's like probably 20 or less. So this one was like a top school. I think it was number 1 in optometry. So, and I know like a couple of cousins that go there, and they also were like did optometry, and they're like, it's not a bad school. So I visited, and I was like, damn, this is a pretty nice school. And I know that like, what's it called? That school is so many Indians go there. Like people will go there because like it's straight brown people. And growing up, like in my high school, I was literally probably one of the only Indians.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, I grew up with all white friends. Like, I would like to have culture because like, I can't relate to anybody. Like, all the like, Indian kids, like, oh, yeah, did you have this? Like, some tradition come out, like, what did you do? So I couldn't relate to that. So I know going there, I was like, that was also another thing. Like, I can relate to them more. Like, now back there, like, all my friends are brown, which is crazy because I switched.
That's like perfect.
I switched because high school, all my friends were white and they were either Mexican or anything. Now all of them are brown and Indian, so I can relate. Like, all my roommates are Indian.
Yeah.
So I can relate to them. And there's some people out there who are, like, the same type. And I'm Malayali, so there's the same Malayali out there. So it's honestly pretty crazy.
That's got to be crazy because you moved from Bartlett, which is, like, pretty high Indian.
It started becoming Indian out of nowhere. Like, I I remember.
Wait, you don't think it was before?
No,
I just think like we had
it,
smaller classes.
before, like I remember growing up. All of our neighbors were white. Like
Yeah.
all of them were white.
I think that's just where we live.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I don't know. My dad said the same thing. He's like, I don't know where all these Indians just pop up.
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't complaining, but like, I remember like my neighbor across. I was so young. I don't really remember his name or anything, but he was a white kid, and we'd always hang out. And then he moved, and it was just like, damn. And then Indians just popped up out of nowhere, which I kind of regret. Like, I wish I didn't move for that reason too. Cause like, I would have joined SASA, like Bartlett SASA. Yeah. I would have joined that because they got a SASA down at Nova.
Nova, yeah.
So I would have joined that because like it's a pretty nice way to tap into my culture. But that's like one thing I regret. Like the amount of brown people I could have been friends with that I can relate to is crazy.
I think it's crazy because this is just an observation. This is also me not trying to be completely racist or anything. I keep saying that, I'm not trying to be racist, but I've noticed that there's something about how Indians, bro, like, they get somewhere and then somehow they meet, like, all the other Indians, like, right off the bat.
Yeah.
And I noticed that about my school at Creighton. Like,
yeah,
I know, like, groups. 1 or 2 Indians, and somehow, like, they're from different states and they'll know each other.
Yeah,
and,
that's,
like,
yeah.
Stuff like that.
I realized that, too, down there. There's, like, people who know each other from, like, different parts of Jersey. Like, they'll, like, oh, do you know this guy? Like, wait, I know him, too.
Yeah.
It's, like, crazy how,
it's
like,
freaking crazy.
the connections.
I don't know. Like, dude, you could go on, like, Instagram, type in like a random Indian name,
and you see people.
And you just see like followed by.
I got you. Yeah.
And it'd go down like 20, bro.
It's crazy.
That's so cool. I don't think that's the same with a lot of other things.
Nah, yeah. Cause I feel like with Indians, like what I've noticed, like with white people, like I've noticed like you've got like I'm not trying to be rude, but you've got like the nerds or whoever who hang out.
Yeah.
You've got the athletes.
I feel like there's different cliques.
Yeah, you've got like different types of groups, but with Indians, you'll have nerds but then you have athletes, and they just all hang out together.
Yeah,
like,
I think it's more of like a focused community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That I think that's really cool. I'm too mixed for that.
Yeah, nah. I remember growing up, everybody thought I was like nobody thought I was Indian for some reason.
Yeah.
Everybody thought I was Mexican.
Yeah.
So I kind of went with it. Cause I forgot who it was, but I know this kid from like 1st to 6th grade. In 6th grade, he's like, "Wait, you're not? I thought you were like Puerto Rican or something." Like,
oh my God.
No, bro, I'm Indian. I've been Indian my whole life.
You changed, bro.
He's like, "What? I didn't know you don't look Indian." I was like, "Bro, what? I thought I'm pretty hairy for my age, bro."
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. Like, for me, I know when I was way younger, like when I was up to like age 5, people thought I was like Filipino.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like from then on, nobody like they'd think I was like Mexican or like something else or like black.
Yeah.
I've been called black a lot, which I am like quarter black, so I mean I guess.
Yeah.
But I've been confused for like Middle Eastern or like Indian.
What?
Like one of my friends in college still thinks I'm like Middle Eastern. I'm like, bro,
really?
No, I'm not.
I don't see.
And then
Middle
I gaslit
Eastern,
one of my friends into thinking I was Indian for a while. That was worth it. That was freaking hilarious.
I bet that was funny.
But yeah, I think I'm just like I'm just a mutt anyway, so a lot of people can't figure out what I am. So it's kind of funny that you mentioned that people thought that you're Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
I think it's because we hang out so much.
Yeah,
that,
all
like,
the time.
People got us confused somehow.
I don't know how, bro.
We look nothing alike. I don't know how. So you're talking about optometry. Let's go back and stuff.
Yeah.
What made you choose optometry?
Honestly, I first wanted to do something like PT or something because I love sports. So I wanted to do something in that area where I can help out. Like, if I can, like, so I'm a football fan. I'm a diehard Chicago Bears fan. So if I can become a PT for like the Chicago Bears or any like major sports team like that, I would love it. but my mom's a PT, and she was telling me like how like the pay is not good. Like it's not all that, and like the amount of school you do versus the amount of work, like it's crazy. Like my mom, she works in VA, and she said like out of all her, I think she said a couple different PT jobs. And out of all her jobs, she said VA has like the best benefits and everything, like the Veterans Affairs. So they have the best, what's it called, like benefits. And I didn't want to do med school because I didn't think it was worth doing like 10 plus years of college, just like or school, just to get a job that you're not gonna even get the start. You're getting like the base minimum salary when you start out. You're not getting like that like 200, 300K per year.
Yeah.
You eventually work up to that. So I mean, I'm still doing like 8 years total, which isn't bad, but it's still pretty a lot. And I mean, I shadowed optometrists because one of my mom's cousins is optometrist, and she knows her sister's husband now, but her sister's husband's sister. I shadowed her, and I was like, this isn't that bad. Like, eventually, like, I want to make my own practice. Like, I like deal with families, like, cause like I know like one time we went to get my eyes checked, cause I knew this was when I was getting glasses. And we went to this like place nearby my house, and I guess they didn't accept our insurance. So me and my mom wanted to get our eyes checked, and they didn't accept our insurance. So it was like damn near $1,000 just for the checkup. So I was like, that's crazy. Like, so I was like, I want to grow up. Like, I want to have like once I have enough money where I can make my own practice, I want to accept like everybody with like insurances. Like at least if they have the minimum insurance, at least I want to try helping them out. Like,
yeah,
because eye care is like important in healthcare.
It's important to see.
Yeah,
I think seeing is like one of the most important.
Exactly.
It is the most important sense. Am I wrong?
Just like yeah, and like just like the amount of potential like the next generation has in terms of technology is crazy. So I want to like at least try helping out with that.
For sure, bro. I want to move on. Oh yeah, going off of like optometry, what do you hope like your career path to look like? I know you said about 8 years, right? So what do you want everything to kind of look like?
So I would like to say in Florida, but like I feel like me personally, I don't know if I might apply to other programs, and then if I want to stay home, I'll stay home. But like I don't mind Florida, so. But yeah, after that, I graduate the program, I'm definitely moving back in with my parents because I've got all that college that I can't really afford rent or any of that. I mean, my parents have told me about that, like, they're moving back either way, so I'll live with my parents. I mean, once I'll work with an optometrist, obviously, but it'll probably be like one of those commercial ones where it's like I'll work at like a Sam's Club or Costco or just like any other ones. But once I make enough money or like I pay off my debts, I don't know, how it works out, I want to make my own practice, like I said. And I know with your own practice you make more money, and I want to be able to like take care of my parents, because I don't really thank my parents enough, but like it's crazy like the amount of stuff they do for me, and like I don't really ever say thank you or anything. Like it's so like I want to take care of my parents. Like I don't want my parents worrying about money. Like I tell my brothers too, like we have to work hard so our parents won't have to worry about money growing up. Like my dad always says like I'm not gonna rely off you, because he doesn't like relying off of like kids, because I think my grandpa does that, and he talks about like how he likes taking care of his grandpa, but like my dad just feel comfortable with like living off of our money. Like he doesn't. Like my dad's the type of guy, like he doesn't like being the center of attention. Like he's always working, which I always see it, and I'm like, damn. Like he'll come home, he'll always be he'll work like a couple more hours and then go to sleep. On the weekends, like he'll go like places for his work, and it's just like, damn, like is all that just for us? And like he's also doing that so he can live on himself. So I mean, yeah, probably just like taking care of my parents is like the number one goal.
Yeah, I think it's the same with me. Really just, I know I've said this a lot on my podcast, like buying your parents a house would be really freaking cool.
I mean,
stuff like that, and then just like providing for your, like when I start a family, I want to be able to provide for them.
Exactly, yeah.
So yeah, just basically like that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you want to start your own family, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have an idea, like in mind, how many kids?
Yeah, I've talked to my dad about this. So like, my dad's like, why do you focus on this stuff? Focus on your studies. Like, worry about that stuff later. That's like.
Yeah, that's literally me, dude.
I always think about that. Like, I told my dad, like, if I have kids, they're calling him OG.
OG?
Yeah. So, like, you're not going to call him, like, so in our language, we call him Uppachin. Yeah. Like, you're not going to call him Uppachin. You're going to call him OG. Like, so you're going to go.
So cool.
You're going to go to OG's house, or OG's going to watch you real quick.
That's so cool.
But, yeah, so I either want 2 boys, or I want 3 kids, and I either want the oldest to be a girl, so he can watch over the youngest boys, but those youngest boys will also look after her.
Yeah.
Or I want the youngest to be a girl, because I want the youngest to be like the princess, and my older boys to look after her.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, honestly, probably the same. I want something similar. Normally, I think probably about 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want 1 girl, because I want to protect her, and like, I do like that idea of having like older boys protecting her and like looking after her. But yeah, basically, pretty similar.
Yeah.
So what? Okay, this is like this is kind of like a deeper question.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is a value that you want to teach your kids? That's like you hold most important.
Honestly,
like respect or like discipline.
Yeah, probably just like probably just staying humble, like respecting elders. Like my parents taught me, like, no matter who comes to their house, like treat them like you've never met them. Like offer them food, like drinks, offer them a lot of things. Like my parents will be like a lot of times when I go on my friends, they'll be like, I'll pay for myself, and they'll be like, why didn't you pay for them? Like pay for everybody else. Like I mean,
yeah.
Like my parents, because my parents pay for me, like and stuff. So I don't want to like. I hate how I spend like their money a lot of the time. Like I want to work, but at the same time I don't want to work. But like I hate how I'm always spending their money. Yeah. But like my parents always tell me like it's okay. Like I work for you. It's all like it's not bad. But I just don't like how they're always paying for everything. Like I think of that in the back of my head. So then when I pay for my friends, they're like, just pay for them too. Like it's all right. But like probably just to stay humble. Like my dad, he can easily like, he can buy himself like the latest stuff, like new clothes, new stuff, new everything. But my dad never buys himself anything. Like he still has like he doesn't buy cars every 3-4 years. Like he buys a car and that'll be his car until it dies. Like our Buick that we had, I don't know if you remember that car.
I remember.
My dad, he loved that car, and it had so many miles on it, and then we traded in for my mom's car. And he just loved that car. Like, he doesn't do anything with it. Like, he'll buy reliable cars. Like, he still has shoes that are, like, as old as my brother. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't buy him clothes. Like, there was one time where, like, we went shopping. Me, my mom, and my brother went shopping, and I FaceTimed my dad asking if it was like this button-up shirt, because he loves button-up shirts. I was like, do you like it? And he liked the design of it. And he's like, how much is it? And he's like, I told him it was $4. He's like, oh, never mind. He just cut the phone. So I feel like teaching my kids to stay humble, like just look after people, but like at the same time, like don't rely on anybody. Just like grow up with like house manners and everything would be a pretty good accomplishment.
I like that a lot. And I think looking at the younger generations, you don't really see that.
Dude, I'm so afraid for the younger generation. Like, my brother's friends, like, I've told him this. I don't like all my brother's friends because they're just weird. Like, every time they see me, they act weird. And my brother will switch up, too. Like, I've seen him switch up. I was like, bro, why are you doing this? Like, I've called him out on this so many times. Like, he'll purposely act stupid just to get attention. I'm like, why do you do that? Like, that kind of makes you look bad. And my brother tends to act on like my parents are afraid. Like when my friends are around, when his friends are around, he like turns to a different guy. Like he'll do what he said. His friends dares, and everything. Yeah. And it's like it's just a generation growing up. It just scares me, bro. Like they're just menaces to society. Like, I know at my, like, so our school is split up into 2 campuses. And our North Campus, it's North and South Campus. And our North Campus is pretty chill because it's juniors and seniors. But I've heard so many stories at South Campus. Like, I've heard, like, people, like I don't know. There was this challenge at one point where it's, like, you just trash the bathrooms. Like, you, like, take the stuff. I heard there was, like, mirrors shattered. There was, like, a raw steak in the toilet.
What the heck?
Like, there's people who spread poop all over the place. Like, dude, that's crazy. Like, how do you even think of that type of stuff? And I low-key think it's because, like, the internet. Because I noticed, like, a lot more kids younger nowadays, they know a lot more than I knew, like, growing up.
Yeah, for sure, bro. That's facts.
And it's, like, it kind of, like, annoys me, like, how, like, nowadays kids need electronics to, like, stay, like, focused or, like, not to squirrel around. Like, I've seen so many parents who just, like, oh, here, and the kid just sits there. And then once you take the iPad away, they're just fussing about, like, I was like telling my parents, like, how did you, like, control me and my brother, like, without iPads? And they're like, dude, I don't know how we did it. We just, whenever you fuss up, like, at the airports, whenever you fuss up, we just go walk around. We just let you do whatever. But it's crazy how, like, the next generation needs technology to, like, like,
that's that iPad kid generation.
Yeah, it's just,
bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's
Scary,
crazy.
dude. Yeah, I've seen it, like, everywhere. Like, I was seeing it. I saw a clip of, like, you know, Kai Cenat.
Yeah.
He had this. I guess he's like a young rapper.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
That kid's just like running around and acting like a menace.
Yeah, he's acting like a thug. Like, that's crazy. You shouldn't be like. He's hanging around with people. Like, the music video. Have you seen the music video?
I think I
Dude, it's just like
clips of it.
People smoking. Like, people. It's just crazy.
Like, you guys are way too young. Like.
But, like, it's also crazy. Like, how, like, I don't know if he. I'm not sure, but I don't know if he, like, made that song himself. But, like,
yeah,
it's just crazy how his flow is at, like, 6 years old.
Yeah, and he's cussing too.
Yeah,
lot.
like, it's crazy.
Bro.
Like, and it's like they're allowing it too. Like, I remember growing up, if I cuss, bro, I get, like, a spanking and everything.
Dude, I never cuss.
I know. I would be so afraid to cuss.
I'm not even kidding. I think the first time my parents heard me cuss was on this podcast.
Was it actually?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I don't think my parents have ever heard me cuss. I think my dad, I played a song in the car with my dad, and it had, like, said the N word, like, 5 times. The F word, like, he's like, this is the music you're listening to? He's like, it's going to ruin your brain and stuff. But I have yet to swear in front of my dad. Yeah. But I feel like, I don't know. I don't swear in front of older people because I just, it's just, like, it's just out of respect. Like, I don't want to, like, act like a thug in front of, like, older people. I want to, like, respect them and stuff like that.
That and, like, women, dude. Like, if I'm around, like, a girl, I'll try to hold it back, like, a lot. It's the same with me and older. When I'm around, like, adults, I don't. And it's the same with, like, women too.
Yeah.
Like, I just won't.
Got you.
Because it's out of, I don't know what it is, but yeah, I just won't. I try to keep it.
I mean, nowadays, like, I swear a lot. Like, I swear too much to, like,
I think that's a
now that I think of it, like, I swear so much. And, like, people around me swear too. Like, all the girls that I hang out with, all the guys.
Oh, yeah.
They'll swear too. So it's like, it's just like how our generation is, I guess.
Yeah, it sucks though. It sucks. It feels degenerate as hell.
Yeah, like, there's sometimes I'll be on my phone with my mom, and it'll, like, just about slip out, like, and I'll just switch it off. It's like, damn, I almost swore right in front of my mom.
You can't even, like, have your phone out, like, when your friends are around too, right?
I mean, I can. It depends. It depends on the situation. Like, a lot of times, like, before we were moved, like, all of us went to Christmas break. We damn near pulled an all-nighter because we just wanted to say bye to our friends because their flight was at, like, 4, and it was like, we always go to sleep around 12, so there was no point. So, like, we might as well stay up all-nighter. So my friend brought his PS4 to our dorm, our, like, 5th roommate, and he brought his PS4, and we were just chilling on our phones, watching TikToks or playing the PS4. So
yeah, that's pretty chill. Me and my boy Miguel, we did that right before Thanksgiving break, and dude, we just stayed up, like, all night. We didn't have anything, bro. We were just, like, talking. Yeah. All throughout the night, we were talking about, like, first impressions,
Mm-hmm.
like what we thought of like this person, that person, and it wasn't even like judgmental. Or I mean, I guess like the first impressions were judgmental, but then we were like, oh yeah, but then we found out like this and that they're actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
The same thing
It was like a really fun, deep conversation that we had.
Yeah, I remember we pulled an all-nighter. Me and my boy AK. Shout out AK. I love that boy.
Wait, AK? No, he didn't go to bar.
Nah,
Okay.
his name's Aksham, but we call him AK. And Fortnite dropped, or the OG season of Fortnite dropped.
Yeah.
So we were like, fuck it, let's just pull an all-nighter. Because it was coming at 3 a.m., so like, we'll just pull on to wake up. And we stayed up all night. Like, we ordered food. We asked this one chick to give us a ride because we were just bored. Because we wish we had a car. Because none of us got a car down there. So we're like, oh, I really wish we can go on a drive. So like, we'll just call up this one chick we know, Nicole. And she gave us a ride. And then it turns out, like, we basically stayed up the whole night for no reason. Because, like, the servers were down until, like, 10 a.m. So we were just... But it was so fun, though. Like, we were just... talking, like, we would play different games and stuff like that, but yeah,
bro. So dude, I feel like recently just like the video gaming world has been like pretty freaking crazy with like
it's just
bringing back that old season of Fortnite is pretty wild, and then the trailer for GTA 6 is like I watched that just so like I could talk about it on the podcast, and holy shit, bro! Like,
yeah, it's crazy. It's in Miami too.
Yeah.
And I saw the map and I was like, I wonder if I can pull up to my college, because they have Fort Lauderdale there basically. So I was like, what if I can just pull up to my college real quick?
Yeah.
GTA.
Just walk into your dorm.
Yeah, it's like I remember going to Cali. I was like, oh, I went there in GTA. I went here in GTA. So now like living in Miami right now. Soon to be playing GTA 6, like, oh, we went there. That's Miami Beach. We went there. We went to this restaurant. Blah blah blah. I think that's pretty crazy.
That's freaking wild. I was seeing like all the situations that happened in the game happened in real life too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I saw. Have you heard of like the real life Joker? Like this
oh
guy
yeah,
with, like,
yeah.
Dude, he wanted like.
He wanted like $2 million or something.
Yeah,
like that. He wanted
like
a crazy
$2
amount.
just because GTA put his face on there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
In like the headline or whatever, and I thought that was freaking hilarious. I wonder if like all the other people that were in those situations are gonna start asking for money.
Yeah.
Now that you're in Florida, have you been seeing like any of those like Florida situations? Like, have you seen any crocodiles or like?
No, I haven't, dude. I'm deathly
Is it
afraid of crocodiles. Yeah, alligators, crocodile. I'm deathly afraid of any of those. So, if I see water that I can't see through, I'm not jumping in it. That's like one of my rules. But like, I know like during our CAPS, we have a CAPS office like for some like our academic advising. I walked through there, and no, actually on my college visit to Nova, there were so many like what are those lizards that like stay by ponds usually.
Oh, okay.
I forgot. I can't. Big, yeah, no. I mean, they can get big. They can get like this big.
Oh shoot!
But I forgot what they're called. People, I've been seeing so
like
many.
Salamanders or like.
I forgot. I've been seeing so many.
Shit.
Nah, it's like. I don't know what. I forgot. I forgot what it is, but I've seen so many TikToks of like people catching them and eating them recently.
Shoot.
But like, I don't know why I can't think of it. But there's so many out there. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's one. I think literally last week, one of the exits was closed. Or it was like taped off. I was like, that's weird. Because it's behind the house, and I'm behind the building, and all I have to do, I just take 3 stairs, walk through the door, and I'm at my class. So now I have to walk around. I have to take the elevator up and then walk around to the class. And so then that day, I wanted to check that exit. As soon as I opened the door, bro, I see this lizard. And I don't mess with lizards. I see this, but it was pretty cool looking. It was like blue and green. Cool. I see lizards just sitting there. I stared at it. I closed the door. I'm like, nope, that's not me. I'll go out. But I don't like lizards. I don't like snakes. I don't like any of those things. Yeah. Which is kind of ironic because I live in Florida, which is you'll see all those. Yeah, everywhere.
You see snakes?
I have yet to see a snake.
Oh shoot! Okay.
There's one time I saw this, like, I was walking, and I don't know if I was it was kind of at night. I saw this like black lizard, and it had like a purple reflection on it, and it just moved. I was like, whoa. I was like, I don't know if I was tweaking if I saw that right, because none of my boys saw it, because they were already walking. I was just staring. I just saw it move. I was like, whoa, what was that? So it's like, it's crazy.
Dude, in Nebraska, we got like nothing, bro. We got everything we have here. Times like
it's probably just cornfields out there and everything.
We have like some campus. We had a campus black cat that had babies, and now like everybody's all like, "Ooh, we gotta go save the babies and build a shelter." Like, I see people standing around.
I know. We have raccoons a lot at our campus, because I've seen people on our community story post like raccoons and like cats and stuff.
Yeah, it's the same on ours.
It's crazy, dude. It's honestly, I love watching the community story, because like people were beefing over like the most funniest things.
Yeah.
Like there's this one girl who put like a furry club. I was like, whoa.
Oh.
Like how you
asking for it,
openly admitting to becoming a furry? It's crazy. And it's like they'll just beef over like the funniest things. I was like, bro, why? Like, why even post that stuff on the story?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, for me it was like, I think I posted on that story like once or twice. I think the second time I put like one of my podcast clips, because I was interviewing kids from the school.
Yeah.
So like I'm like, okay, maybe this'll help, make it more popular or whatever, help get viewers or whatever. And immediately, okay, so we have this extra app that's called Fizz. It's all in.
Oh,
you
I know what. Yeah, there's people knocking on our doors, and they would hand out donuts if you downloaded Fizz.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
So we got Fizz. It's completely anonymous, kind of like a Reddit.
Yeah.
And they were dogging on me on there, bro. Like, right off the bat, they were like, "Who's this podcast kid, bro? What is he talking about? Like,
damn.
Should we ban him from the...
Ban him?
Should we ban him from the Cranes story or whatever?"
Banning is
like,
crazy.
Oh, shoot. Like, I'm not posting on there again, dude.
That banning is crazy.
I think I made a response on one of my podcasts where I had a few kids on, and then we just started talking about, like, the different posts that they made. Dude, yeah, I think it's calmed down, because, like, that was the beginning of the year. Everybody was kind of, like, nervous and, like, anxious and shit. So they got offended real quick.
So that you do your own thing,
yeah,
man.
I think now everybody's just trying to get on now, so I think hopefully it'll be pretty good. I got a few people lined up. Here I got way more, though.
Yeah.
I know I got you today. I've got Nathan Wednesday. Max and Noah maybe Friday. I don't know for sure. Maddie on Madison on Sunday, and then probably a few other people next week.
So you're pretty busy.
Yeah, and then I'm backlogging all of them. So.
Oh yeah.
Next few weeks, next maybe 3 or 4 weeks, there's gonna be episodes. But yeah, hopefully that'll go pretty well. I'm gonna get into some like crazier, like, deeper stuff. What kind of things are on like your bucket list? Do you have a bucket list? Aside from like
yeah, I feel like everybody has a bucket. Yeah, but honestly, I want to go skydiving, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's like a basic thing. But like, I want to go on there's this car rally called Gumball 3000 where people like you go on. I think it's called Gumball 3000 because it's here 3,000 kilometers or 3,000 miles, and it'll be in the most sick places, and it's so much money because like you don't go in like a regular sedan. Like everybody out there is always in like a Lambo or an exotic car.
Oh shoot!
So I think that's so tough. How like
3,000
kilometers. Yeah,
bro?
you just drive in a Lambo 3,000 kilometers. Like I've seen videos of it, and it just looks so fun. That's like one of the major things. Like if I want to do it with my boys, like I know one of my friends is like a really good car guy.
That sounds fun, bro.
And so I want to do that with him.
Is that something where like you rent cars? And then
yeah, you can either bring your own car out, which hopefully by the time I have it, I'll have my dream car, which is a Nissan GTR. Yeah. So I want to bring that out. But if I can't, I can rent a car because they'll have like, I think on their website. Because before, I think I tried this like signing up just to see how it is, and they don't even let you just sign up. You need to get like selected. So it's like kind of like really tough to get in.
Yeah.
So you need to submit your email, and then once you do that. So I didn't submit an email because there's no point in me doing it. But like I think one of the YouTubers I saw that did it, like he rented a car out from like Dubai, which was so nice. He rented a Lambo.
Where do these normally take place?
They can take place anywhere. Like they'll take place in like here in the U.S. They'll go from like Cali to like Nevada to somewhere, or like New York to Florida or anything. It's crazy. Like, and like the amount of like they'll hold like events where it's like you're just not constantly driving. They'll have like lunch meetup spots where you can meet up. Cool. You'll do fun things. So it looks really, really fun.
Yeah. That sounds like that car version of what David Goggins would do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going like freaking.
Just going crazy, yeah.
Bro, do you remember that book that we read in 6th grade, where the guy would just like get on a bike and ride across like the country?
Oh yeah, right.
That book, bro. Yeah. I was thinking about doing something like that for a minute.
Like, a bike is crazy though.
Hopping on a bike and then freaking, what did he do? Like ride to Mexico or something?
Dude, you need to be in tip-top shape for that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how people do that.
And like bringing like a tent, sleeping on the side of the road.
That's crazy.
Like it's obviously dangerous, but just the experience.
Yeah, exactly, the experience.
Going with like maybe one or two of your boys, that shit would be crazy. Honestly. Okay. Do you think that there's like a purpose in life? What do you think it is? If you do.
I think everybody has their own purpose. Like I said before. Yeah, like everybody, as you grow up, you have your own purpose in life. Like whether it's like taking care of your parents or like accomplishing your dream, like dream job, working a dream job, just having fun, or just like I don't know, just doing things that you want to do. Like it's just I feel like is a purpose. Like once you've like died, once I like pass away, I want to like pass away knowing that like, I've done things that I'm happy about. Like I've fulfilled life. I've done majority of things I've wanted to do.
Yeah. I think it comes with like a lot of experiences. Like when you die,
exactly.
you want to. What's like the saying for that? Like you want to die knowing that you've done what you. Like,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I know. I saw a podcast with. Do you know Joey Diaz?
Oh, yeah. I think
Uncle
I know.
Joey?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think I saw. He was talking about like, bro, if I died right now. I die like a happy man. Like now he's saying how he had been through everything in life. He's gone through like the worst. He's gone through the best. He's been through everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
And like he's had like basically every experience. And I think something like that, where you could just walk away. Like if you die like right now, you're happy. Like,
yeah. That's what I feel bad. That's like kind of like how college is. Like I low-key feel bad for people who are like. You can only go to the community colleges because you're not gonna make memories that like you make like how like you at Creighton or Nova. Like you're not gonna make memories at like a community college like that. Like you're just not gonna make friends. Like you're gonna have like people who are like you're
like you make friends in class.
like acquaintances. Yeah, like friends in class. But like those friends that you make in college, those can be the friends that you like grow up with. Like you can have them for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Especially
Dude,
your roommates.
I think I can agree with that because, like, even just, like, me and my roommate, bro, like, we'll have deep conversations at, like, 2 a.m. That's not something you can have with just, like, a friend you meet in class. And, like, dude, the conversations me and Miguel have had, like, just questions about, like, reality, like, existence, and then stuff about, like, religion and stuff, dude. We've talked for hours, and it's the same with me and Cam, dude. Me and my friend Cam, bro. Like we stayed on campus during fall break, which is like a full week.
Oh yeah, for Thanksgiving.
So we just go hang out and like talk shit.
No, I got you. Yeah.
Play ping pong, shit like that, dude.
Yeah, it's just crazy, just the like, experiences you'll make in college.
Yeah, I think it's like. There's like very few places.
I've already made like out of one semester in college. It's honestly crazy. Like I've made so many unforgettable memories. Like where it's just like school related, just like not like one of them. I can say one where like my math class, we had this like homework thing where it's like you do homework over the semester as you learn the unit, and I did a couple. I was pretty good with, like the first week because I did like pretty good stuff, and I just forgot about it completely. So then as they were doing it like the last day of school this semester, and I remember I was like, oh shoot, I gotta do all this, and it's like 7 units worth of schoolwork. And it was just like at that point I was like, all right, I just need a 90 to get an A, or like I just need an A on all these tests to get an A, or at least questions. And some of these questions would be so annoying. Like I think I posted on one of them on my private story. It was like one of these questions had 42 parts of the question.
Oh.
Like why
Pinky, bro.
why 42? Like what do you get out of that?
I don't know.
But I mean, I pulled an all-nighter that day too.
Shoots.
To finish that. Some of my roommates helped me with that, which I'm happy about. So I finished a lot of them in time. I think I finished all of them in time. So.
Yeah. Kind of go like. I said that me and my friend like question reality and shit. Mm-hmm. Had you ever like questioned reality? Like ever thought about how weird it is that like you exist? Like.
Kinda,
like
yeah. I kind of like. It's honestly crazy. Like I would like to be more religious. So I kind of think I was like, damn, God really like wrote this in a book, or like is making my life like this. Like it's honestly kind of crazy. Like first semester was like, damn. Like me and AK were talking about it. We were like, wow. We didn't really talk about it like that, but we kind of was like, wow, dude, we finished 1 semester of college already. Like that's crazy. Like I wouldn't think like I would finish with like pretty good grades. Like I thought college, I mean, I know it's gonna get tougher, but I think I would like to say I had pretty good grades. So it's not just crazy how like I'm where I am. Like I can be less fortunate. Like I couldn't even. There are times like I can be like not going to college right now. Like could be working a 9 to 5. Like cause like just how if I was less fortunate, but I'm like thankful I'm fortunate enough to go to college.
So you think it's kind of crazy that you like ended up with the life that you do?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like the people I met, like
the situations.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for sure, bro. And how like if you think about like every decision that you make puts you in the place that you are now.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Imagine if you chose a different college, you wouldn't even be there.
I wouldn't. Nope.
Or maybe you didn't move to Western Springs and you'd still be here. And
yeah, I wish.
Stuff like that. That shit would change everything.
Exactly. If I didn't move, if my parents never came to India.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think that would have been. Maybe you grew up with like white parents.
Yeah, I could have, dude. I could have had a white mom because out of all of my dad's brothers, he was not my dad's bro. Sorry, out of all my grandpa's brothers, my grandpa was the only one who stayed in the U.S. and all his brothers moved to the U.S. I mean, he stayed in India, and all of them moved out. All his brothers moved to the U.S. And all my dad's my dad's cousins on his dad's side are based like at least half of them are married to white people. So I was like this close to like being like half Italian, half Polish. Like it's crazy how to think that.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, honestly. For me, I could have grown up in the city because I know like two of my aunts and uncles live in the city, and then one of my aunts lives in like not too far from here. I think it's like Lombard.
Lombard.
Lombard. Yeah, wherever that is. She's not that far. She's only like 15 minutes. And then, who's not there? Yeah, I can't think right now. But yeah, basically, it's crazy to think about how we just end up and where we are now. And like how you think every single thing has led up to this.
Yeah.
It's freaking crazy.
Yeah,
and everything,
it's crazy to think about.
Everybody that's watching right now, everything led up to you watching this video.
Exactly. That's crazy.
That's crazy. I think that's crazy. You guys are dedicating time to watching this, and like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So one of the things I like to talk about a lot is I know you said you're not too religious. I'm assuming you partially are. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go to like recently. I'm becoming more and more religious. Like I've been praying like every day.
Yeah,
like before I go to sleep, I'll pray. I'll put a rosary around my neck when I have big tests. Like my mom would tell me, so I was like, I'll put a rosary around my neck. And recently, like my dad became vice president or president of our church, and so we go to church every Sunday. Like my dad has to be the one who opens it up, so we'll go to church every Sunday. Which there are times where I kind of regret because like our church is an hour away, and so we have to be out of the house by like 8. So we have to be up early, and I'm like, oh my, like, come on, I'm not trying to do it. Like, I mean, my brother's an altar boy too, so.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's just, I like more and more, like, the more I grow up, I've been becoming more and more religious. Like, I've got like a chain of a cross that my grandpa got me that I never take off.
I was just thinking about mine, like, I haven't taken it out yet.
Yeah, I never. The only times I've taken it off is for wrestling, which is honestly crazy because I really decided to choose wrestling over the cross, but oh well. I mean, it was worth it, I guess.
So yeah, basically, I just wanted to talk about like, do you believe in like the idea of there being like an objective reality, or do you know what that means?
Kind of.
Just like there being like one definitive actual reality, versus like the idea of there being like a subjective reality where like reality is based off of
there's
like
multiple lives and stuff.
Yeah, like what we see, like what we perceive.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it like that. I mean, obviously there's heaven, yeah, but like, I low-key think that like when you die, you're just like there are times where I've thought like, oh, when I die, I'm gonna go see heaven. I'm gonna see my grandpa. I'm gonna see all the people that passed. Like by the time I die. But there are times where I've thought like, what if I die and I just forget everything? Like I'm just born into a new family, forget all the old life. I have to deal with this family.
Yeah.
There are times I think like that.
That would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that there is like an objective reality, personally, because that's basically what the Bible says, to be honest. Because like God created the heavens and the earth. He didn't like create what this person thinks versus what that person thinks versus what that person thinks. Like, I think it's all one, and then our perception is able to let us see that. Yeah. Which I think the human experience is like we're able to take it in a way that He intended. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's like the only way I can think about it that like makes sense.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely like a heaven, I think, for sure. But I mean, I guess there's only like a certain way to find out.
Yeah, I think heaven's so hard to like imagine.
Yeah. I always think of, there are times where like, I wonder what it's like. Like I wonder if it's just like a dream where it's like you're just glowing, like everything's happy, like you'll see Jesus and stuff. Yeah. But who knows?
It's gotta be awesome. Cause just imagining it, I think the idea of, because in heaven you're supposed to live forever, right? Exactly. I think that's always kind of been scary.
Yeah,
that's what kind of scared me. But like, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
Like now that I think of it, like my mom's parents passed, so like when she passes, is she gonna see her parents? Like, I wonder how like happy she'd be. Like she probably like her parents are never gonna pass away again. She's gonna be able to visit her parents, her grandparents. Yeah. Same with my dad.
I think how heaven works is like, once you die, like you don't have to wait for everyone else to die. I think it's all at the same time. Kind of, I think it's pretty weird. It's pretty. God constructed it that way, so it's very well constructed.
I also like wonder how my mom would say like, oh, your grandpa's watching over you, like you got this because he's watching over you, he protects you. So I wonder like how that would, like if I pass, like am I gonna watch over my kids? Am I gonna watch over people like that? So I wonder how that would. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. And then you also got God protecting you.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's pretty. Heaven's like a difficult topic.
Yeah, because you don't know what it's like.
Okay. This one's also very random, and I think I've asked you this like in the past, but just because I saw that you drove a Tesla.
Oh yeah.
What do you think of like the Easter eggs and like random? Because for those that don't know, like Teslas have Easter eggs.
Yeah.
You do something weird and then like it starts dancing.
Yeah, you could do a light show where it's like, it's pretty cool with my car, but like with the Model X, because like how it has Falcon doors or whatever, you can put on a light show. And we can do that I didn't bring it, but there's like a light show where we'll play like the dun 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 that Christmas song, and then you'll play it and the headlights, the headlights will be flashing, the windows go up and down, the trunk just opens and closes. It's honestly crazy how that works. Like, you can make beats in the Tesla.
Yeah.
Like, you can make me. I was playing around with it literally yesterday because I dropped my brother off for a haircut. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna play around with this because I've never played around with it. You can like make beats. It's like, damn, you can basically kind of damn near live out of a Tesla.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how it is, and how it's future. Like, the future is it's gonna be all electric cars. It's crazy.
Yeah. I think, dude. Elon Musk he's got
dude, he's got too much money,
bro. He's
bro.
gonna be like one of the coolest guys ever.
Yeah.
To have like to not just make a normal car, to make a car that just like.
I feel like he's gonna be one of the first guys.
All that cool shit.
I feel like he's gonna be one of the guys who's like, he's gonna like put a chip in his head, make him like part bionic.
The Neuralink, right?
Yeah, so he's gonna do that. He's gonna be like one of the first guys to make like a flying car.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I think, dude, it's crazy. I don't know, because he's like a real life Tony Stark.
Exactly.
And from like the podcast that I've seen, he's just got ideas like flowing through his head all the time.
And he's such an interesting guy.
He still has time to make like cool shit.
Like,
it's not a serious Tesla. He's described it as like.
I don't know if it's like an actual thing, but I heard like it's a rumor that like he's trying to make Tesla where it spells out sexy cars and all of his things, because he's got a Model S. He's got a Model S, which is S, a 3, which makes it E, an X, and a Y. So he's already got sexy out.
What?
So I wonder if he's gonna do the same thing with cars.
That would be crazy.
But I don't know if that's like the actual.
That's freaking hilarious. Yeah. I never thought of that.
I don't know if that's like if he did that on purpose or if it's just like a rumor that just got around.
There's a Model Y?
Yeah. There's a Model Y, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so from the beginning, it probably looked like he was trying to use, like, cool letters.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, like, because S is cool.
Yeah.
X is pretty cool.
Model X, yeah.
the way that.
Because he's also got SpaceX and stuff like that.
Is that the same order that it, like.
Yeah, nah, it's not the same order. So it came out SX. No, it came out with the Roadster, actually.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Nobody talks about that car, but it starts with the Roadster S, and then it came the X, and then the 3 and Y.
3 and Y, okay. Yeah, dude, freaking.
Yeah.
It would be cool if he started writing out cars.
Yeah, the only problem that me and my dad would say, because my dad drives it the most, but we got like the lowest base model one, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a nice car and everything. Yeah. Like, we have like autopilot where like it's not full autopilot, because like the full thing's like 10-12 grand, and my dad does not want to pay that. But like, you can just find hacks around it. Like, my dad puts it on, like, I found this hack. If you just rest your knee against it, it counts it as like your hand holding it, because it requires you to hand do it. But like, sometimes like you don't even need to do it. Like, it'll like the screen will blink at you, and then all you need to do is just put the volume stick up once, and it'll count it as like putting your hand on it, so you're paying attention.
That's kind of like when your computer's about to turn off, and you gotta like press a button.
You gotta
like,
move it to awake it. Yeah.
So that's the same with like a car, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's freaking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck?
It's honestly crazy how it works. But like, the only bad part is now, like, I wish if he can figure it out in the future, is like, you can't have a Tesla for 10 years. Like, it's not like a gas car. Like, yeah, like our car now has 260. It had 260 when we bought it, total miles. And that 260, whenever you buy an electric car, never believe believe like 30 miles below that, because like your AC runs on the battery, the music runs on the battery, like everything runs on the battery. And so if you're blasting the AC, the battery's gonna run down low. If you're, I don't know about blasting music, but all that stuff is run down low. And over time, like how your phone's like battery, you know how you go to battery percentage on like the iPhones, and it'll say like 89%. It's kind of like that. Like now, like the max charge we can get is like 220, 230 on like if you fully charge it, it's like 230, which is crazy. How you lost 30 miles. Like in a gas car, you can't do that. Like, you know, I mean, you're gonna lose horsepower, but like it's like 20% over like 10 years, which is like crazy. That's the thing. Like, I want to try taking the Tesla on a road trip, but it's just gonna take longer. Like, with the gas car, you can just gas and go, and you buy a couple snacks, you're on your way, you'll get there sooner. But with like a Tesla, it has like its own designated route, so you have to go off route. You have to charge there. It depends on what amp the Tesla superchargers have. So if it's like 120, you're there for like 3 hours full charge. If it's 220, you're there for an hour. But like the way it works is like you'll charge it, you'll go, and it'll tell you like how much you have based on driving the speed limit. That's another thing too. Like if you go over the speed limit, like me personally, like I average like 80 on the highway. Like I don't drive. I don't know anyone who drives like 55 or 60 on the highway. And so that also drains the battery quick too. If I'm averaging like 80, because I'm always in the left lane. So if I'm averaging 80, the battery goes down so much more quicker.
Yeah, that makes
Especially
sense.
in the cold, it just takes everything out. The windshield wipers when it rains.
Yeah.
That's the one bad part that I don't like about Tesla. Like, you gotta swap out. Like my dad's already looking. He's trying to swap out his car right now because it's like, I don't know. He's trying to get the Y because it's bigger. Because like, first of all, the back of the Model 3 is so uncomfortable. Like it's just sitting up stiff and straight. Like it hurts your back. Like my brother wanted to sit in the front seat once. My dad never sat in the back seat of a car, so he wanted to sit in the back seat.
Yeah.
And it's basically the same thing as the 3. The Y in 3 is the same as that car. It's just SUV version.
Yeah, so it's a little bigger.
My dad, he was trying to take a nap in the car. He's like, I couldn't take a nap. My back was just hurting. So he wants to get like a Y so he can step up into the car and it won't. He thinks it. I mean,
nice.
Who knows? But yeah.
So you were saying that it has like a designated route just for Teslas?
Yeah,
is that because
I mean, it's
like
not. I wouldn't say designated route, but it's like you have to go off route just to get. Because when you put like the thing, it'll tell you like each stop you'll have to take. It's not like, well, when you gas, like, oh, I'll fill up when I have, let's say, 30 miles left in the tank. I'll fill up to a random gas station. It's just this one, you have to like go to like, it like calculates it. Like it's honestly kind of crazy how it'll calculate. So you'll say if you start with 100 miles, you'll drive like to like 50%, so you can make it to the other one in time, and you'll be there with like 35%. And then you'll charge a certain amount of hours or a certain amount of time, so you can get to the other one. And it's just, I think it's more impractical because you have to wait there longer. Yeah. But I don't know.
What about like hybrids? I'm not sure how those work.
Hybrids, it's kind of the same thing as gas, because like it's like part like. It depends on the car, honestly. Like it'll be part electric.
Do you have to go and charge it and then also?
Some of the cars are like that, where
that's
like
annoying, dude.
You have to charge it because you can. If you like about to run on battery, you can run on like the electric car. But I know it's like way better for gas. Like hybrid cars, they're way better for gas, but it's also way more expensive. Like I know some cars like they'll like. Instead of using all cylinders, like say if a car is 8 cylinders, you're cruising, you put it in comfort mode, it'll use like 4 cylinders, so you save gas, which is pretty nice. Like I don't know, you gotta all see how the future works out.
Yeah, honestly, I think the future is gonna be like hydrogen cars.
Oh, dude, I've seen some cars that already work like that. I don't know how that.
I just think like I don't know if they can work to the same right now. I don't think they can work to the same level.
Yeah.
As like other cars, but I definitely think because that's clean energy, right?
Yeah.
That's completely clean. I think that's gonna be the future.
Yeah.
Because dude, you could get hydrogen anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too.
It's just like water powered, right?
Like I wonder, like in the future, like because if cars do go all hydrogen or all electric, like will the cost of electricity go up because the demand's higher, or like and the gas will go down? So
I think maybe. It might. I think it might.
Yeah.
I just think it's got to be how they. Because we could always go like the nuclear route and just get more like nuclear plants,
exactly.
More power plants and shit. I don't think that'll be too much more expensive. That might just be like something where you pay more taxes.
Yeah.
Eventually, and then once they get it built.
Because I've noticed, like, I've talked to my dad about, like, how the electricity bill, he's like, it only went up, like, $10, $15 at most.
Yeah.
So, it's not that bad for, like, because my dad daily drives a car every day to work. Yeah. He works in downtown, so.
Do you guys have, like, I've heard of this, do you guys have, like, a charging port at home?
Yeah, we have a charging, okay. So, before we called the electrician, we had to, when we plugged the car, it charged, like, 8 miles an hour, so. By the time we'd take it, we couldn't take the car out the next day because it would take 24 hours plus. Like when we were selling our old house, and we'd be here like every week, we would take the Tesla because we'd save gas, obviously. You know, that was when gas was high. But then the next day, if we need to go somewhere with that car,
we
would have to take the gas car. But now, oh shit.
Now it charges
now with like what's it called? We got like we called the electrician. He put like a wire, so now it charges like 33 miles per hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which isn't that bad.
So like the chargers.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's big car's a little broke. You just probably take it off. Yeah, just leave it down. Okay, I want to hit like maybe one more topic, and then we'll go into like probably wrap it up.
All right.
So. Like I was saying, like self-driving or like what did I say? Like hydrogen cars. That's probably gonna be in the future, and then obviously like self-driving cars as well. I think honestly that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, so it's already crazy how it is.
Yeah. What do you think of like flying cars and how that whole system would work? Because we're not gonna need.
No, me personally, I don't think that's gonna be in my lifetime. Like, I don't think I'm gonna experience flying cars. That's gonna be like. I honestly think that's gonna happen when my kids are like grandparents.
Yeah.
That might happen then, but
maybe.
I don't know how that work. Cause then you wouldn't need roads.
Yeah, exactly.
Cause you can just go up and just fly anywhere you want. But I feel like at the same time, like it'll be more like a headache for like the Air Force, because like you have an unknown object flying in, and it'll just be a car.
So, for sure.
I don't know.
I think it'll be really annoying because I feel like it'd be harder to track like crashes and shit.
Yeah, I feel like
if you hit another car, now you're gonna fall on someone's house.
And the death rate's way more.
Yeah, I feel like it's really dangerous.
Yeah,
they gotta find like a system for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, also if they're self-driving, maybe they'll have like some kind of network where they know where each other are. You can't. Human error is like, definitely gonna be way high.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's gotta be something automated. Or maybe like public transportation. Maybe they'll have like
that
buses.
Yeah. Like you hire people to.
Yeah.
Like train people to do that. That I can see that working. Yeah.
I think. Have you heard of like the 15-minute city like idea?
Oh yeah, like the train that just goes from city to city or whatever.
I think no, it's like this little city. Have you seen like that video game? Oh shoot, the one with like the zombies or whatever. I might know what you're talking about. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
I may. Yeah.
It's a video. I can't remember what it's called, but they have like little cities, and there's like a bunch of little cities.
Yeah.
Or kind of like Hunger Games, where like there's districts. It's kind of like that, where like we have like this small like pocket city.
Yeah.
Where you can get anywhere in like 15 minutes. Like the furthest from one end to one end is like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Where like all of your jobs, all your food, transportation, all of that's in that little city.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that can be beneficial for like, cause say if you need to go there, cause that job pays higher, you can just take whatever 15 minutes to get there that side of the city.
I think it's also scary.
Yeah. Cause who knows if it malfunctions, like
what happens, and then like what if you leave the city? Are you gonna get in trouble? Or stuff like that is scary because now you're like reliant on just the jobs in there.
Yeah.
You can't really move, or I feel like you're giving the government a little too much power.
Right.
But yeah, basically, I think if you have like flying, I don't think flying cars would be necessary in that type of situation. But dude, what if like teleportation becomes a
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
But I think like with flying cars, sorry, I'm going off way on the tangent. I've seen a few people try to explain it where like if you tried to do like a fan or like helicopter type deal, that's gonna be like you'd wake up the neighbors because it'd be so loud.
Right.
Think about the drones we have now, where
they're pretty loud.
They're pretty loud. You hear them like, and then like they're flying around and shit. Like that's gonna be hard. The other things like magnets are gonna be really.
Yeah.
It's not. It'd be way too expensive to replace like all of those.
Exactly. Same thing with like flying cars. I feel like the maintenance would just be way too high.
Yeah. Unless we find like a clean energy like Iron Man type propulsion. Because like
first of all, I honestly think like flying cars. By the time we have it, right, I feel like only the richest of the richest people are gonna have it. Like people who work minimum jobs, they're not gonna be able to afford that. And even if they do afford it, I feel like it's just gonna make them go bankrupt. Cause
it'd be like the Jetsons, bro.
How expensive. Like, who knows? Like, I wonder if in the future, like, will like the maintenance be faster? Because I know with jets, like airplanes, it takes a while to put a maintenance on it. So who knows what it's like?
That'd be freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. I think. Okay, I'll ask you one more question. I normally ask this anyway. Do you have any advice for like whoever's watching, whether it's like going to college or just life in general? I think just life in general.
Honestly, just don't take your foot off the gas. Like I remember, like my senior year, once I got into like college and stuff, I just didn't care about school. Like my grades were probably the worst I've ever been, and so probably just not taking your foot off the gas, because I feel like sometimes that can help too. Because you just keep giving your best until like it pays off, because eventually it's gonna pay off. Like you're just gonna be happy about what you did and just what you accomplished in general. But yeah, just not taking your foot off the gas, just constantly working hard in like your youth years, because like you're not gonna be able to do it when you're older. Like it's just age just comes and gets you. But like just idea, but like also having fun at the same time. Like you don't want to just be working all 24/7. Like I know kids like at my old school who they'd have to help chip in for bills, so they wouldn't have fun like that.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I'm lucky. Like
same.
I grew up in a situation where I didn't have to. But all respect to those kind of kids.
Exactly.
Honestly.
I mean, they that's how they mature the quickest. You know?
Yeah. But yeah, I think, dude, I like that idea where like you're saying just never get your foot off the gas.
Exactly.
Because I think when you won't look back with regrets. Like I didn't try here. I didn't try.
Like
here.
I think you can be like.
And it also makes you a harder worker.
Exactly.
Because you'll take like your experience with like working hard here, and now you're gonna start working hard here. You know
exactly.
What I mean?
Yeah.
So like later on in life, you'll be a better person probably, right? I'm gonna do a quick summary of what we went over. A lot of it deviated from what I have here, obviously, but so we started talking about like your plans for the holidays and whatever. Growing up, basically like Bartlett area, and then moving away. High school, wrestling, lifting. Talking about like what we enjoyed in high school, and then like people from like our area that went to the university that you're going to, and then like your major, optometry, right?
Yeah.
And then like why you chose it, and like your plans for the future, living like around your parents, living like with your family, and then like starting a family, 3 kids, you know, and then like the values you want to teach them. Bucket list, was it called the Gumball 300?
Yeah, Gumball 3000.
3000, yeah, 3000. I'll definitely make a clip of that, by the way. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then like reality, religion, Tesla, and then I think at some point we talked about like Fortnite and GTA, which I think was pretty cool, like Florida life. So I think genuinely we hit a lot of interesting topics today. Lots of nostalgia too, honestly, because we grew up to it.
Yeah.
We grew up together very young, and I just want to thank you for getting on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Letting me know that you wanted to get on.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man.
Of course, like anytime.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, bro. Thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Goal Swole Podcast. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to drop a like. And if you plan on listening to any future episodes, make sure to subscribe and click that notification button.